So today we in this bitch with rewind raps. Exciting as fuck. So the first question I have for you is, where did you get your name from?
I got my name. Well, it all started from my original rap name was C Money because
Mm-hmm.
of my government name. So like in middle school, my name was C Money, and then I don't know. I just thought that shit was whack. And I was just like smoking, chilling with my friends one day. It was like eighth grade, maybe going into freshman year, and we were on a phone app, and that shit came up like I just typed in my name and then a random name generator, and it came up as fast forward. I'm like, that shit's kind of whack too. But then my friend was like, you should just call yourself Rewind. And then I don't know why I ran with that, but I just ran with it. And then I started doing the slow shit on my songs, and that was it.
Damn, that's fire as hell.
Yeah.
So how long have you
So
been making music?
I've been making music for a long time now. Like I made my SoundCloud in like 2013.
Damn.
And then, yeah, I've probably been making music seriously for like 4 years now. Like since I've met my whole team, Deep Split and shit like that.
Oh,
About
that's
four
really
years.
cool. So how old are you now?
300.
Okay. I'm weak.
I'm 300. No. All right. I'm fucking 23.
Oh.
Might as well let the people know, man. I'm 23. Fuck it.
Yeah, that was a question that hella people had asked, like on the
They,
thing.
I know that. I feel like
Yeah.
because I be trolling every time motherfuckers ask me my age. I've never really disclosed it. So yeah, I'm
Oh,
23. You got an exclusive.
damn.
Yeah.
That's fun. So what made you decide to pursue music, and what was life like before music?
Ooh, that's a good question. I like the questions. I ain't never got questions like these before. All right. So honestly, my manager Slitter Shorty and uh, one of my best friends, Bleeding Stripes or Seth HD, really got me into taking music serious. Because before music, life was just I really had no purpose. Like I just was smoking lots of weed, selling lots of weed, just kind of on some burnt shit, like not really knowing like what I wanted to do. But I just always known music was a talent that I had. So I tapped in with two of my closest friends, like label mates now, and then they just showed me like, hey, you're really talented at this shit, and we can invest time, and you can do this shit for real. And then literally ever since then, it's just hit the ground running. Like I dropped all that shit and just put my all into music. And then like I've met more people on the way that's just kept me encouraged to keep doing this shit, and the fans and all that. So, but before music, I don't know, life was pretty weird. Like I wouldn't say my life isn't normal now because I'm still a normal person, but life was just like normal. Like I don't even know what direction I was going in for real.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
if you weren't making music right now, what do you think you would be doing right now today?
If I wasn't making music right now, I gotta think. If I wasn't making music right now, I'd probably be painting a wall somewhere, like doing a mural or like doing some sort of art for somebody. I'm always creating shit, and like I knew if like after I had this shit in my head, I knew, hey, this shit don't work out, nigga. I'm creative. Any way it goes, I'm doing something artsy. So for sure, I'll be doing something with art. I don't know what, but it'd be something. I can't
Yeah.
work for nobody.
So what was school like for you?
Mm, I had like stages in school. I say like so through like my formative years of like grade school, like elementary and shit. It was cool. Like I enjoyed school, but then like middle school and shit, I'm just like having all these different teachers and just like I don't know if it was just the experience like overwhelmed me, but I'm like fuck this shit. So I just started like cutting school and shit, not really focusing through like middle school. I did, like I said, I didn't have a direction, but towards the end of middle school, I picked up music. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing where this is headed. I'm seeing where this is headed. So going into high school, then I really didn't focus at all on school. It was literally like just smoking and perfecting my craft. Like I'd bring my laptop to school every day, and
Damn.
it'd be music. And then like even for like my senior presentation, like in English class, the teacher knew I didn't do shit but sit on my laptop all day. And she observed it, and the only way I could pass like graduate high school type shit was if I wrote this final essay. So I just did that shit on how to fail school type shit, like how to not do it in school for real. So it was really unattended, but at the same time, I got a lot out of it because I got to network with a lot of awesome people, a lot of weird people, but just in general, I guess it was a good experience. I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So how do you network? Like, what do you do to network?
Mm, I say I do a lot, but it's a lot of behind the scenes shit. Like, I gotta step my network game up with the fans, like interacting with them more often. But as far as networking with other artists, getting into opportunities and just like meeting people in the industry, it's just really off a whim. Like, if I really fuck with somebody or something, I'll send a DM, text. But other than that, it's just really me and my friends travel a lot, so it's just like going out and actually like finding the people, meeting people, like seeing what time people are on in their own cities and shit, and then also showing hospitality when other artists and shit like that come to my city. You know, we got like a whole recording studio over here we own called Deep Slit Studios and shit. So,
That's so
you
fun.
know, whenever we do have other artists, shit, yeah, I'm trying to have everybody network come cop a session in this bitch and all that. So, yeah,
That's cool
that's
as
how I
hell.
network. Just try to help everybody.
That's really fun. So when did
Yeah.
y'all come up with the idea to create the studio and stuff, or has that always like been a thing?
It's always so. I don't know. I'd have to say my friend and artist Manning Hour came up with the idea for real. Like, he really said, "All right, we need to do this shit. Like, build a studio." So we call the studio Sweden because we all live in different places. You feel me? Across Michigan, like we don't just live in Detroit. Like, we all live spread out. So every time we want to do something together as a unit, which, you know, more heads is better than one, we'd have to drive like an hour to see each other, here, this, and there. We'd be recording in the basement, but our shit always sounded fire, and we knew everybody else wanted to record with us. So Manny Allen was like, "Hey, we should just fuck around. You know, there's this good opportunity we see. We should just get this little office space and build a studio." And then took like 6 months and just manifested it, did that shit all by ourselves, and then ever since then, it's just kind of like formed into its own thing. Like, now it's a whole business, and we got a place that we can do everything in. Like, we don't just do the music in here. It's like, it's a little dirty right now, but it's like a warehouse. We're remodeling. So, like, we got the whole studio back here, and then I'm going to show you. And then, like, over here, we're just starting to build like an office space type shit. You
That's
know?
so cool.
And then in the back, yeah, we press up clothes and shit. So it's just like we do a little bit of everything. It's just like Sweden, I'm saying, like the neutral place for everybody to get together, get working, and get some money.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! I had another question.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Fuck. I was about to ask something. I forgot. Wait.
It's good. Take your time.
So has music always been a big part of your life, like as a child and shit?
Yeah, like I didn't notice it till I started doing the music, but yeah, it's always been a part of my life. Like, I was introduced to rap music when I was like 4 or 5 years old, riding around, because my mom passed away when I was younger, so I used to hang out with her sister a lot, my aunt, and she was into rap music. Like, she used to listen to like Eminem, 50 Cent, like old G shit, like Lil Wayne, like all that shit. So she put me on for real, just riding in the car with her, like going shopping with her and shit. And then after that, I don't know, I just kind of found my own shit. Like, really, it's funny. Like, I used to be a wrestling fan, and this, like, John Cena used to rap. I swear to God, like, I seen him on that bitch, even though that shit fake. I'm like, damn, this shit's hard. And then my grandma bought me one of his albums, and that was like the first album I owned. And then after that, it was over with. I just found, like, yeah, I want to do this. Like, this, I like music, and then I've just always had an interest in it, kind of like art. Like, I treat it like art.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've always had an interest in it, I'd say, since a young age.
Wait, what's your zodiac sign?
Cancer.
Oh, that explains a lot.
What does that explain?
Because cancers are hella creative.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
No problem.
July, baby.
So what's your recording process like?
Scatterbrained. If I had to describe it short.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just scatterbrained. Like, I can record anywhere. My gang can record anywhere, anytime. It's just like something we've adapted ourselves to. Like, if I needed to, could record literally on the floor with nothing but a microphone and a computer, or I can go into a studio with all like our own equipment and shit and just sauce. Like, I don't know, it's a really weird process, but I just kind of get in the zone, get a beat, and just punch. If I'm really in a sentimental mood or something, I'll write something, but that's rare.
Yeah.
I just kind of go in there and do it. And then the only thing that really varies or changes from my process is the beat selection, or like how I'm coming about releasing the music. But other than that, it's always been the same, just scatterbrained. Like, I just hop on a track, just do that shit. The sound don't matter, the quality don't matter, because I'm gonna make the song at the end of the day. Like, that's, you gotta have the confidence in that. So can record anywhere.
That's so far. So as far as beat selection and engineering, how does that go?
Beat selection it's a never ending process because there's always new sounds developing, and
Right.
I'm always just trying to tap in with like the next hot thing that kind of intertwines with the sound that I'm trying to make, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But engineering, it taps in kind of same lines of why we started the studio. Like, we engineer all our own shit, so we're like, okay, we need to get a place to fucking engineer our own shit. So we built a studio and made it better, but we've always done it ourselves.
That's so cool. So you mix all your shit?
Mm-hmm.
That is so
Like,
fun.
I want to start sending my shit out, but at the same time too, I feel like me and my friends can just fucking keep doing the shit and progressing. You feel me? It's like
Yeah.
anything that you can put your mind to it, or just take the time to read that shit and learn it, you're gonna be able to access it. So treat engineering with that mindset.
That is so cool. So what was it like creating your first project?
Like, okay, my first serious project, or just like my first project ever, like thinking about putting songs together type. Like, it's weird because I've always just like, even when I sucked at rapping, like 2013, like I've always just had ideas like, oh, I'm making an album, I'm doing this. But like a serious album, I probably, I haven't been doing those for more than like 2-3 years. So it's, I don't know. Like my first, when I was just doing that shit, it was really scatterbrained. Like, I ain't have no development to that shit. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna record this. I got 5 songs. Let's do a EP. But now it's more like, oh damn, I got 100 songs here. Let me sit down and decipher which 10 are the best, and then go from there type shit. But so yeah, the process has really changed. But I'd say like my first big one, that's process of it. I just fucking made a hella songs, and I'm like, all right, it's time to come with some serious shit. Let me pick the hitters and go from there.
So when you look back on that project, how do you feel about it now?
Good, but there's definitely been a lot of growth and development in the process.
Right.
Like, definitely grown, I have to say. My shit has matured, if anything. I was fucking like 18 when I seriously started doing this shit, 19, so I've grown.
Wow. How would you describe your scallop? Ooh, I can't talk. How would you describe your style at that point in time?
If I had one way to describe it, it'd be, what's the word for it? It'd be like unpolished. That's the word.
Oh.
My style was unpolished. Now I feel like that shit it's a polished marble.
Right.
You just gotta fucking, get that bitch down to the fucking chorus. You feel me? Like, I don't know how to describe it. That shit was just unpolished, like rough. But I knew where I was going. I've always known this, like, the direction shit's going in. So
Yeah, that's so fun. What was it like creating your most recent project? And how do you feel about that one?
My most recent project would be R&B 2, and that was probably, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel good about it, but at the same time, I feel like now that I've sat on it for a little bit, I don't know how I feel about it. Is that weird? Like, I fuck with it, but I feel like the project I'm working on now, which is Rewind's Anime, is gonna be like, it's gonna be my first foot in the industry, like in the door for, like, I'm really gonna get the respect that I do off of it,
Yeah.
So my last project was good. It was definitely good, and I feel like, it's what it needed to be for the fans, but for me, I'm always trying to exceed and do better. So this next project, Rewind's Anime, which I'm not dropping for like months and months and months and months. I'm working on it really hard. It's gonna be next tier, like some industry shit.
Good. Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. So, do you think you'll drop it this year, or can you not tell us that?
Yes, I will drop it this year. Definitely before the 4th quarter of the year.
Bet.
So like before, like, probably to give like a month, July, August, it's birthday vibes, type shit.
Yeah.
Maybe a little later.
That's fun.
Yeah. Like 20 songs for sure.
Oh shit, that's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Um, so after that, do you plan on releasing any more projects after that, like later this year, or do you not know yet?
We'll see. It's a surprise. I might come with like a deluxe or something, or maybe I might start a new. Because that's what I'm doing with Rewind's anime. Like it's always been either R&B, the R&B series. Because I run series. I try to keep something that's gonna have traction and I can some longevity. So I run with series. But I think I might start something new. Like I might not go back to like R&B. Are you gonna help us out? Like I think I'm just gonna keep doing new shit. So I don't know if it'll be this year or maybe next year. But for sure there will be. If I don't drop a new project, there's gonna be a deluxe to Rewind's anime for sure. So expect two things this year, but I don't know what.
So, as of right now, it almost seems like you have your own genre of music, like you have a very unique style. So, if you were to, let's say, name that genre or name your style, what would you call it?
If I have, everybody likes to call that shit plug, but me personally,
That is not
I
plug.
don't like. I don't like calling my shit plug just off of the fact of I feel like there is some artists that they are plug artists, but that's because they've kind of hopped on the wave. But the originators, like this shit didn't start out with the sound that it did start out, and I didn't intend for it to sound like no plug music. Like it's just that's why I always search for different sounds. I don't even know what to call it yet, but it's definitely it's something alternative. And it's still in the realms of hip hop, but I don't know what it's called yet. Like honestly, like we gonna see because I see like a lot of people in the lane going up too. Like I don't even want to put no heat on the names, but I see a lot of people going up. So it's only a matter of time before it does get a name put to it. What is it called? I don't know.
Interesting.
It's some shit though.
Yeah, it's fun. Do you want to do things other than music, like releasing a clothing line or something?
Yeah. So with the studio, like that's kind of what we've all been trying to do. It's 5 of us, so we have like a record label. I've always had the idea in my head personally, and I feel like my gang is the same way because we're like-minded, but I've always had the idea of music is going to work. I know I have the talent, but in the end, you always need a fallback plan. So entrepreneurship has always been a fallback plan. So on top of the music, we run studio sessions. Like I don't just engineer myself or nor do my friends. We engineer for other people and run sessions. You can barely see it because it's buried behind all the snacks. But we like sell snacks and shit. We press up our own merch already. Like we got shit coming. This shit rough, but we got like Deep Slit University merch coming. Like hella merch coming. Hella fucking. I don't even know. We do everything. I do like cover art. We all do cover art, graphic animation.
That's
like I'm trying to put my foot into everything and like not just for the money. Like the money will come, but you gotta want to create like beautiful shit in order to excel in anything. So I'm venturing into other things. The paper will come, and yeah.
That's cool. So what was it like, or how did you meet everybody in your team?
I met there's 5 of us.
Right.
It's me, Slit Wrist Shorty, which is my manager, one of my managers, Bloody Boy Goon, which is another one of my managers, Manny Allor, which is an artist, one of my best friends, and then 7 or Flaw Team, whatever you want to call them. We're all Flaw Team, though, you feel me? So, but that's another artist and one of my best friends, you feel me? It's the 5 of us. And together, we're Deep Slit Records. Like, we've all started our own record label together. It's Deep Slit Records. But how we met, shit, it's all been at different points in our lives. Like, I met Slit and Manny Allor a long time ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, when they got me to take the shit serious. And then Goon was around too, and then Seven and Manning both we really got close probably like 3 years ago, probably about going on 3 years ago. And it's just I don't even know how we met. It's just been through mutual love of this shit. Literally like shows and fucking not even shows, just off the internet, just Instagram, just like hey, let's link, whatever. Just a good vibe because it's hard to find like-minded people. I don't like people like that, so. It's very hard. So it took me a long time to meet these people. I don't think anybody else is coming along anytime soon.
Damn. I feel that. How has music influenced your life, and has it been for the better or for the worse?
It's definitely it hasn't influenced my life. It's impacted my life
Yeah.
in both a positive and negative way. But I never let it influence my life. I could drop this shit tomorrow and still be the same person. Like I don't. But it's definitely impacted my life in a positive and negative way because I've met some of the greatest people in my life. I've done some of the greatest things in my life. Traveled to some of the best places and had some of the greatest times. You know, I love the fan interaction, good and bad, the love and the hate. But it's like the hard part is the sacrificing on the back end. Like you got to sacrifice a lot of time away from your family and friends, people you love, in order to really achieve what you want. Like it takes a lot of like solidarity and loneliness to do the shit for real. So you know, it's a good and a bad. It's a gift and a curse. But you gotta keep a strong mental, like a strong mind state in anything you do. So especially with this shit, you just gotta stay on your P's and Q's and make sure you're not going crazy. Like you always gotta just like reassure yourself, like yes, this is the path I'm destined to be on. I'm doing the right thing. I'm making these sacrifices for a reason. Everything good that is coming to me is for a reason. So it's good and bad.
Okay. So do you feel like music has like changed you as a person? And if so, has it been for the better or for the worse?
To answer that honestly, yeah, it has. But I feel like if I wasn't doing the music, I'd still have evolved in the same way. It's just I've matured as a person. So, and a lot of the challenges that I've experienced in the music industry, I feel like maybe if I would have chosen another path in life, I'd still have to figure out those challenges maybe either further down the line or earlier. So it's kind of like how do you say? It's just like universe energy. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna have like I was gonna change either way, so I have, but it's just more of a maturity. I've definitely matured as a man and a person.
Right. So do you believe in the laws of attraction?
Yeah, I do. Especially like lately, I have. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd say I do.
Okay.
Why do you ask that?
Because I was listening
Like
to
in
you
what?
speak, and I was listening to some of the shit you were saying, and I was like, oh, that sounds like this. So yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think music has impacted you spiritually?
Spiritual, like define that. Like, do you mean by like God, or is spiritually and like?
No, not
What do you mean?
necessarily as in God, but like as in you, like your soul, like who you are as a person, and how you feel just about life.
Yeah, it's made me a way more confident person, for sure. Like, just not even. I wouldn't say confidence, self-esteem. I have way more. I have a way healthier self-esteem than I did ever in my lifetime, probably.
Wow.
So yeah, it's done that for me. Like I know when I make a song, and even if the fans don't like it or someone doesn't like it or whatever, like if I feel good about it, it gives me a sense of fulfillment inside. So yeah, spiritually, you know, it definitely does up me.
That's awesome. Oh, this is what I meant to ask you. Do you produce like beats?
I can, but it's my boys over here that be on it for real. They produce a lot. That's 7 right there, and then my boy Manny Adler's over here on the sticks.
That's so cool.
They produce, so.
That's awesome.
But I can. It's just I'm not very good at it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just in the beginning stages. But I can.
You'll learn. You'll pick it up fast.
Yeah, I mean, I do have I got a whole project that I've produced before. I just did it low key. Like I didn't put a tag on it or anything, or say I produced it. I just kind of did it just to try it. Yeah.
Well, so. That's fine.
Thank you. Yeah, because I didn't know how the reaction was gonna be. They're gonna be like, "Oh, this shit trash as fuck. Rewind need to quit." So I'm just like, I'm not gonna say it's me, and the reaction is gonna be the reaction. Like, fuck it.
Damn. That's cool as hell, though. So now these are like questions that the audience asked. Somebody asked, "Do you still skate?"
Question.
These niggas are hell, bro.
It's calm, fam.
Oh wait. So somebody said, "Do you still skate?"
Hell yeah, I still shred. But the thing is, right now, I got so much business going on, and I live in Michigan, so it's winter time out here right now.
Yeah, cold as hell.
You know, so it ain't been no shred hours in a couple months, but I still definitely do skate, whole gang.
Okay.
Whole gang, you'll catch a shredding. Catch a shredding at JFK, man. If you know, you know.
How did you build your fan base?
Um, um, I don't know. It was not intentional. I would say that it's just a lot of consistency. That's what I tell my friends and anybody that wants to do this shit. This shit takes consistency. You want to do this shit, you got to put 1,000 hours or 10,000 hours in.
Oh.
So it's really just been consistency. Like, I look back on my page and I got like after this project, I'll probably be peaking 500 songs on my page. So, and that's just from taking it serious. That's not counting probably the thousands of songs that I haven't dropped or made before this. So it just takes the consistency. And then you really gotta, like, I want to say it's all sacrificial, but you really have to put your all into it. Like,
Right.
no shortcuts, and everything that I want to do, like, if you want something done good, you have to do it yourself. You can't rely on other people. You can have people around you that you trust and you know are going to have your back and you know will do anything for you, but you can't rely on anybody for anything in life. So with the music shit, like, I've always had to do my own cover arts. I always, you know, everything you got to do it yourself. Like,
Yeah.
music video, when it comes down to the ideas, like, you just have to be a creative person. But that's when it comes down to, like, when you do have people around you, you got to keep like-mindedness so it all meshes together.
Right.
You know,
And
but yeah.
you just said thousands of songs that you haven't released. So how many songs have you recorded and like not released?
That number probably upward. If I had to put a direct number, like an approximate number on it, I'd say probably like over like 1,200. I'd put it at 1,200.
Damn.
That's like honest, and that's just from like, I'm not even counting serious shit. Just everything I've probably punched in on. Like, probably over 1,200 songs.
Oh shit. So how many times do you record a day? Are you like recording every day, or is it just like every other day? Like, how frequent do you do that?
Yeah, I record probably. I used to record 2 times a day, every day, but
Damn.
now that I'm a fucking entrepreneur and shit, and we got this whole shit going, and I have to record other people now, I take more time doing that. So I'd say probably a couple times a week I get to record now. It's definitely came down a lot. So I'd probably say 3 out of 7 days I'm recording serious music. Sometimes I might just do some little shit and then come back to it. Like, I take a lot more time on things now.
Yeah.
I don't just rush. There used to be a rush. Like, I used to think that the clock was going to run out and I'm going to get old and they're not going to want to hear it. But art is timeless. You just got to, once you're comfortable with yourself, you got to take the time to perfect it. So I don't record as much. I take more time. But I got thousands of songs anyway, so in the end, it doesn't negate anything. It's good regardless.
Right, that's cool as hell. Somebody said, what was your first year of rapping like?
I'd say it was very adventurous. Like, just finding myself.
Right.
And seeing, like, if this is really what I wanted to do. And then on top of that, meeting like obviously before this, I never interacted with like other artists and things. I kind of just thought I was the only one in the world. But meeting like new people and finding out like, hey, I can do music with other people, and hey, like, this beat's hard, like, this is some shit I haven't listened to before, and I've never even heard of this person before. Just like finding out there's a whole nother world of this shit, probably the coolest thing. And that was like all in my first year. And then after, I went through so much shit in my first year that like by the time I was on my second year doing the music shit, it was like I already felt like a veteran. It's like, okay, I know what I have to do. Let's go. And then it's just been fine tuning from there.
Okay. What was your biggest influence to start making music?
My biggest influence to start making music was, so my favorite rapper was Lil Wayne, and I watched a documentary on, like, lots of documentaries on him, and it blew my mind. Like, he was like the first artist I seen that didn't write. I don't know if it was true or not, but that's just like what the rumor was. He didn't write anything. I mean, I don't write anything, so it's really not that hard to do, but just for the time, it was like so ahead of its time, and that shit just like blew my mind, and I'm like, damn, that's cool. I want to do that. So
Yeah.
Probably Lil Wayne influenced me, and then, like I said, I started really young, so I started like rapping for real. And then once I got to like, okay, damn, this could be a career choice, I'd have to say like the Lil Uzis and like that whole 2016 wave just showed me that this shit is possible for me. Because that shit reminded me of me. Like, it really hit home when all, like, that whole time in life just, it was like, damn, yeah, I could do this shit. So, all that influenced me. Between Lil Wayne and Lil Uzi, had a lot of influence.
Good.
But I try to stay myself. I'm influenced by it, but at the same time, I try to stay myself. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
It vary from being me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
What was the recording process like when you were recording What Goes Around Comes Around?
Damn. Someone really asked that?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. It's just weird because like I never really have a recording process around songs. Like it's never deep. But that song right there, like literally, it was either a day or two before my grandpa had passed away, and like I was never really in my grandpa's life like that because a whole bunch of personal reasons. But towards the end, like he wanted me to like. It was just like in his will that he wanted me to like take care of everything. So when he got sick, I was like spending a whole week with him in the hospital, and like the album cover art is like a picture from like out the hospital window. Like you can see the like sun like breaking through the clouds type shit after it just rained. Like it was a rainy day, and like that day he wasn't in a coma, but he was really sick with cancer, so he like wasn't waking up. And I was just in the hospital that day, and then like he like woke up and like opened his eyes and like squeezed my hand, and then like I got that picture. Like I took that picture after because it was like damn, like the sun after the storm. You feel me? It was weird. Yeah. Like it was personal. And then I went home and made that song, like What Goes Around Comes Around, and just dropped it that night. And then that whole shit happened. So that song was kind of personal. That's weird. And it didn't even do. I don't feel like that's one of my bigger songs. That's weird.
Yeah, the person he said that's probably, if not one of the best songs out right now.
Damn, that's crazy for real.
Yeah, so they fucked with it.
Damn. Yeah, because like I said, normally it's really scatterbrained. I'm not like on any personal shit, or it like I don't mean to be personal, and like I'm just coming off the top. But that one specifically, like with the cover and everything, like yeah, that one had meaning behind it. So that's cool. They asked that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Someone asked, where are you from?
I am from Michigan. I'm from Detroit. I was born in Detroit, like it says on my birth certificate, Detroit. I probably lived there for like 4 months, and then I moved to like the Metro Detroit area. It's like a place called fucking Romulus.
Oh.
People from Michigan would know about it, but yeah, I moved there, and then I just kind of, once I got on my own after I graduated high school, I was just kind of like a nomad, just going from place to place, and then now I spend half of my time out in the Romulus area, and then most of my time in Detroit, like downtown at the Stew.
Oh. Bruh, this whole time I thought you were from St. Louis, bruh.
For real?
Yeah, because like in 2018 when I found you because of one of my friends, and he was like, yeah, he's from St. Louis. I was like, oh, for real? What? Like, that's so far. Hell nah, bruh.
No, I'm from Detroit.
I'm fucking weak. Oh my gosh.
Everybody thinks I'm from everywhere but here. It's funny. I like it. I like the mystique. I'm 300. I like the mystique. I swear.
I'm weak. I already asked you that. Oh, they said if you could work with someone in the music industry, who would it be?
If I could work with someone in the Do you mind if I just think about it for a second?
Yeah, take your time.
Because I don't know. I have to think about it hard. Who would be hard that's not a lame nigga? Yeah, I'd fuck with like Chief Keef, no cap.
Yeah, Sosa is fire as hell. That would be fire. Oh my god.
Yeah, like on some shit, like on some old like Fredo type beat, like some hard like Dolan produced it, fucking Hurt Boy AG type beat.
Hell yeah.
You know, Young Lean type shit. Like,
yeah, Young Lean is fire too. Would you ever collab with him if you could, Young Lean?
Yeah, type shit.
That's fire.
Or Blade.
Yeah, Blade definitely.
Too. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Cap. But other than that, I don't really mess with people in like my lane. Shout out to Tony Snow. Fuck with Shorty Snow. No cat. That's about it though.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Someone asked what your relationship status is.
I am freshly single. Like I just got out of a long relationship.
Damn.
No cap. So
It'd be a lot
to
of
everybody, yeah, it's about to be some crazy music coming. No cap. Telling them. I'm doing free features for it.
Somebody said, who are your favorite rappers at the moment?
My favorite rappers at the moment.
Yeah.
My boy 7-7, my boy Manny Alor, my boy. I'm being serious. Probably Big Ticket Juice, Big Ticket Meech. I gotta think long and hard about this. I'm trying to think. Bleeding Stripes. You know. Who else do I really fuck with heavy right now? Hold on. I fuck with Texaco heavy. I fuck with my boy Texaco heavy. You know, shit like that, like shit in the wave, but really I really listen to game music all the time, all day, every day. And,
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's how I am
Like,
with my friends.
Yeah. Like I fuck with like, you know, all that. Like I said, I'm very heavily influenced by like Uzi, all that 2016 shit. But do I listen to it often? No.
Yeah.
Because kind of, you know, it's nothing new. You know, I'm trying to do my own thing. I don't want to be too influenced. So I respect it, and you know, I fuck with like the new Cardi album, all that shit. But that's just not me personally.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna like support it, bandwagon it. I rather fucking show my love to someone that, you know, actually follows me or actually like fucks with me instead of fucking, you know, a bot or someone I don't know.
Right. Damn.
Yeah.
Some of these people are asking stupid questions.
What?
Somebody was like, are we gonna get
Just
2019? Yeah, somebody was like, are we gonna get 2019 rewind back? Somebody else was like, this nigga is fine as fuck. Niggas are just saying like crazy shit. I can't.
Just internet shit. I feel it.
Yeah, they're funny.
But to answer that question, they are getting some like old vibes back. Like I'm trying to bring like. Hold on. Right. My bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to bring back like my old mixed with my new shit. It's weird.
I feel you.
Yeah.
What are the next steps in your career?
My next steps.
Mm-hmm.
My next steps, finish the studio 100%, finish the album 100%, and then take time on really putting a rollout into that shit and hopefully going to the next ring in the ladder, like the next rung in the ladder, because I feel like every step that I take is like one more step up the ladder into being into the next spot. So that's really what's next. Okay. The studio is going to be finished and the album's on the way, Rewind's Anime. And it's going to be like a real anime too. Like it's going to be more than just an album. It's going to be a lot.
Oh shit, that's going to be so far.
Yeah, like I'm trying to be on like some cutty shit. Like really like do an anime.
Would you ever have like a video game?
Would I ever have what?
A video game?
Yeah, I would.
That'd be so cool.
Like, but I'd have to make it. I'm not going to lie. Like I'd have to have parts in making that shit. And I don't know what it would be. It wouldn't be like no music shit. It'd be like some next shit. Like, it'd be like some samurai first person shit. I don't know.
That's cool.
Ask about if I had to make a video game. Yeah. Hard.
Yeah, you could put in like fucking Easter eggs and shit. I don't know. That would be cool.
You know, that's exactly. And then I put all the music Easter eggs. It's hard. You're going to have to find some shit in that bitch. No cap.
Definitely. That would be so cool. What are your favorite fashion brands and what's your favorite anime?
My favorite fashion brand is Deep Slit and probably Louis, and then Gurfy too. Gurfy for sure. It's called Gurf, Gerf. I know a lot of people aren't familiar with it, but I like my own shit. Like I like wearing Adidas. Degenerate clothing, that's a brand that I fuck with that's out here heavy. Like Oh shit! And I gotta shout out Misery to Milanakis Clothing. That's like my new friend that I've acquired. Shout out to Milanakis Clothing in Louisiana. That shit goes hard. And we're about to collab on some deep foot shit.
But
But
that's
yeah,
exciting.
yeah.
Somebody asked, how do you deal with pain?
Mm. How?
If it's too personal, you don't have to answer that question.
No, I'm just trying to think. I don't want to just give no BS answer.
Right.
You just gotta roll with the punches. That's what I'm learning. Like, shit happens, life happens, people come and go, people live, people die. You love, you hate. It is what it is. But you decide what you want to do at the end of the day. We all have the same 24 hours, and we just gotta, you just gotta persevere through shit. Like, shit sucks, life sucks. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, there's better things to look forward to. That shit does hurt in a moment, but you gotta do what you gotta do in any situation.
Right.
So that's how I deal with it.
Oh. Why'd you stop doing slow-mos of your songs?
That's a good question. I was waiting for that one. That's a good question. Because personally, I was tired of it. Like, I do shit because I like it, and the whole thing was behind it. Like, like I said, 4 or 5 years ago when I met Slater Shorty and Bleeding Stripes, they said, "Oh, your shit's rewind. Like, you should start doing the slow shit." And like, especially my boy Bleeding Stripes, he had already done like that shit before. Like, he had done a little bit of like experimenting with the chop and screw shit, and he put me on to like doing it on the FL. And then my fans gravitated to it, so I started doing it to please them. And I realized that shit, and I didn't fuck with it anymore. I'm like, yeah, I just want to make, it's cool that I do it and all that, and it is my staple. And I see like a lot of people have ran with it, and are influenced by it, and I like it a lot. But it's just not something that I enjoy hearing anymore. And I feel like to my core fans or to the cult fan base, they want that shit. But to the masses, they're not gonna understand it. The radio's not gonna understand that shit.
Right.
It's a business decision at the end of the day, and I just don't like it anymore. Like, some shit, it hits. Like, sometimes you gotta throw a little something in there to spice it up. But that's what it's for. You can't oversaturate it.
Yeah. Fuck. Somebody said, "What's your real name?"
Nope. I be getting doxxed. I already got my number leaked the other day.
What the fuck?
Yeah, motherfuckers are weird. Like, literally, I got my number leaked. I just had people blow me up all day.
Oh, hell no.
So, not giving my government up because they gonna find me.
Niggas are oh, shit.
They'll know eventually. They'll figure it out. They'll fucking dox me or do some weird shit on Reddit or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe people do that.
Yeah.
They said, how did you meet? Yeah, it does. How did you meet Oscar 100?
I've never met him. I just heard his shit. Like, honestly, like, I used to fuck with like Doo-Wop Kane and Candy Paint Music heavy.
Right.
And I just heard him produce some shit for them niggas, and it was kind of like we were on the same wave. Like, I ain't gonna speak on it much, but like, I was fucking with the niggas type shit, and I don't know, I just liked the sound. So I hit him one day. Or actually, I think he hit me. It was like a stroke of luck. Like, he hit me. And he was just like, "Hey, I fuck with your shit. Like, let's do a song." And I'm like, bet. I already was familiar with it. And I've never met him in person, but for a couple of years there, we just had a good relationship, and it was just the sound. But I feel like, and I'm not saying this with any ill will or anything, but we don't really do music like we used to. And I feel like it kind of showed, like, he was the first producer that showed me, like, you can find somebody that's invested in your time and talent, and y'all can mutually benefit each other and make a sound that doesn't sound like anything else. That's the first time I was showed that. And now I got a whole lot of producers, friends, like, genuine people. Not saying, like, shout out to Oscar, but I'm just saying, like, I found more of that.
Yeah, so, that's really
shout
cool.
Out to Oscar, but yeah, I've never met him. I just like met him on the net.
Yeah, I feel you. More collabs with Wick?
Maybe. That's my boy. Like, I talked to him just on, like, a personal level every once in a while, just like, hey, what's up? Like, you doing good, bro? Because I be seeing bro doing really good right now and shit. So, and he be seeing me like doing my business shit. So it's like every once in a while we reach out to each other. But I don't know about music because motherfucker's so busy. And like I said, I'm not the one to, you know.
Yeah.
If I'd have to like see him in person or something, and especially with COVID and everything. So probably not, fans. Probably not for a while. Once everybody up there, man, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hell. I'm gonna be working with everybody for real.
Bad. Why didn't you drop the Big Guap video? They were like question of the year.
Someone asked that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like it.
Oh.
I'm picky about shit, and like it was with the same person that shot "Blessed You," which is my most viewed video.
Right.
But it was like I didn't like. Usually when we go in on some shit, like I have, to a certain extent, I have creative control over like the direction of the treatment and whatnot. Cause I don't know. I just seem like Tyler, the creator, always said like he likes to direct his own videos. And I just started like wanting to direct my own videos, and I feel like I get a better result out of it. So that video, I didn't really have much say so or anything. It was just kind of like the set was thrown together, and I did it. It didn't resonate with me right to even drop that shit. Like fuck that. But it's still in the vault though. Should just put it out. Fuck it. Hell no, Big Guap. I never dropped that bitch. Yeah, I didn't like the video. Hell,
Someone
proud
asked.
of look at that logo. But yeah. Yeah.
What's your everyday motivation?
My everyday motivation, it changes, but I'd say especially with like, I'm trying to find like a new lease on life to a certain extent. I've had like, I don't know, I think about shit a lot, and I have a lot of like, how do you say it, like empathy. Like I put myself in other people's shoes a lot, but at the same time, I used to be angry. So it's like, I don't know. I'm just trying to. What was the question again? Like,
You're good. It was what's your everyday motivation?
Okay, so yeah, what I was saying, like, I used to be like angry and shit. So now I'm just trying to like use like the newfound happiness I'm finding from just, you know, like being on my own and like being a businessman to motivate me every day. That's what I was trying to say.
Right. Okay, so for the last question, this is just a question I ask everybody when I interview them. Let's say you have a supporter or a fan watching and they're discouraged and they're on a similar path or they're trying to get on the same path as you and they're discouraged. What advice would you give to them to get them going?
This is the advice I give anybody doing this shit. And it can either get you going. Oh, look, these motherfuckers that, god dang it, I'm sorry, fucking those people that leaked my number are calling me again. But, hold on, let me mute this real quick. But either you're going to be able to do this shit or you're not. It's not for everybody. But if in your heart of heart, you really feel like you can do this shit, put your all into it. It has its good days, it has its bad days. Life has its good days and bad days, but you're going to be Gucci. It's all going to be good. We all got flaws. But anybody can really, like, it's not for everybody. But at the same time, anybody that wants to really do this shit can do this shit, if that makes sense.
Right. Okay.
But it's definitely not for everybody.
Yeah.